Raider Baseball is on the air. From the Blue Raider Network, it's time for the pregame show. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance and agents Andy Womack and Trevor Haggard, Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford Hospital, Brannis and Associates, Las Casas Pharmacy, and Middle Tennessee Electric. And now, let's go to the ballpark.
Thank you, and welcome into another broadcast of Blue Raider Baseball, as the ballpark tonight is Hawkins Field on the campus of Vanderbilt University in Nashville, as the Blue Raiders ready to take on their annual one-game opponent, the Vanderbilt Commodores. This will be the only meeting of the two teams this year. Used to play home and home, John, for a while.
Well, the last time they played in Murfreesboro, that was the Lightning game, and Middle Tennessee actually won that game. So they haven't come back since.
No, and the Commodores have won the last 3 and 6 of the last 7 meetings between these two. So we'll get the 93rd meeting between Middle Tennessee and Vanderbilt underway shortly. The Raiders have won 26, Commodores have won 66, and we'll see what happens tonight. Dick Palmer along with John Calla, glad to have you along on our Blue Raider Network. And as we were mentioning all during our weekend series in Bowling Green, we will be on radio for the remaining games in the season. The next games coming up will be a weekend series against New Mexico State in Las Cruces, New Mexico. That'll be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, I'll be talking with Blue Raider outfielder Brett Rogers before this game with the Commodores. Right now, 2 minutes on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Tim Page with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Are you on the fence about selling your home? Feel overwhelmed at the thought of purchasing a new home? Well, it's time to get moving. For professional, personal real estate services, give me a call today and put me to work for you. 615-896-5656, or you can reach me at exitmurfreesboro.com. Let's go Blue, and I'll see you at the game.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Brannis and Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Brannis and Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Brannis and Associates online at gcpas.com.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Speaking with Blue Raider outfielder Brett Rogers, as the Raiders are in Nashville to play their annual game with Vanderbilt. And just asking Brett if he'd played here on this field before.
No, sir, I have not. This is my first time here.
Well, it's an experience, and this is another all turf field. So we've been seeing a lot of those lately.
Yes, sir. Most of our away games have been turf, so in the beginning it was a little weird, but now we're used to it. We're prepared for it.
Second Southeastern Conference team we will have seen this year.
Yes, sir. We faced Alabama earlier in the year. We were trying to figure things out, so hopefully now we've got it figured out and we're ready to roll.
Well, Vanderbilt's swept the series this past weekend, so they're in the top 10 in the country for baseball. So it's a pretty good challenge, isn't it?
Yes, sir. We try not to look at that. We try to just look at ourselves and play our game, and do what we need to do.
You're from the Chattanooga area, right?
Yes, sir.
And Silverdale Baptist, that's a private school there?
Yes, sir. Small private school in near Ottawa.
What influenced your opinion, your reason for going there?
I knew a bunch of people from there. It was a Christian school, and I loved the ideas they preached there. And I knew a few people there, and I loved it. So it was meant to be.
Your dad played college baseball, and I understand your uncle pitched for the Raiders.
Yes, sir. My dad played at Tennessee Tech. My uncle was in the 94-95 class that went to a region here.
Now, you also played football, right?
Yes, sir, I did.
Tell me about your football career. Where did you play?
I was a quarterback mostly all my life. Running back earlier in the years, but quarterback in high school and middle school.
So could you sling it pretty good?
I try to.
Get any offers for football?
I had a few, like Division II and smaller offers, but nothing major.
All right, how did you happen to pick Middle Tennessee?
Well, it was actually I got offered previously from Coach Toman and was thinking about it, and then that whole thing happened with him. And Coach Nick came to watch Turner, who was at Silverdale, and I ended up playing a decent game. And it was right before senior year of playoffs. I was almost set on a school, and then I got the offer here, and it was just meant to be.
All right, one last question. You and Eston Snyder have similar neckwear. Now, who got theirs first?
Well, it was during the Fall World Series. We were on a team together, so all the outfielders on our team all bought it. It was like $8 on Amazon, so we all decided to get it, and now we just kind of wear it. It's our thing.
All right, on this turf field, can you utilize your speed a little more than on a dirt field?
I believe so. There's advantages and disadvantages. You slide further on turf, so you got to start sliding earlier, but that's the main difference I see.
All right, let's get one going into the weekend now.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right, that's Brett Rogers, and I will have to apologize for the loud music in the background, John, because we couldn't escape it.
We haven't even been able to talk to each other.
It is so
above a scream for the last 45 minutes.
It is so tight here. The confines are so tight, and I was looking for some place to get where we wouldn't get hit with a foul ball. It happened to be right under a speaker. So, but anyway, I think you could hear Brett okay, and he's a nice young man, having a good year. Okay, so right now, better look at our starting lineups. The umpires are out. Head coach Tim Corbin, Vanderbilt, Jerry Myers, Middle Tennessee, meeting at home plate, exchanging the lineups. So we'll give you those lineups, brought to you by the Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Show your MTSU pride with every purchase. Visit one of their 28 Middle Tennessee branch locations. Ask for your MTSU debit card. What do we got, John?
Well, for the visiting Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, leading off will be Eston Snyder, batting second, third baseman Clay Battlelock. DH Brett Von Dolan bats third, and in the cleanup slot, catcher Tyler Minnick. Keaton Ray will be in left field, batting fifth. Batting sixth will be the shortstop, Matt Wolf. Batting seventh, your pregame guest, Brett Rogers. He'll be in right field. Hayden Miller will be at first base, batting eighth. And batting ninth will be the second baseman, Cooper Clapp. On the mound, getting his third start of the season, will be Brian Baranek. For the Vanderbilt Commodores, leading off will be the first baseman, Riley Nelson. Batting second, the third baseman, Brody Johnston. Batting third, Rustin Rigdon, the left fielder. And in the cleanup hole, Braden Holcomb, the right fielder. DH Colin Barzey will be batting fifth. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Jonathan Vastine. Batting seventh, the catcher, Mac Rose. Batting eighth, the center fielder, Jacob Humphrey. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Mike Mancini. On the mound will be a right-hander, Austin Nye, a freshman making his 10th start.
Yeah, I think he's their regular midweek game starter. Vanderbilt's coming off a 3-game sweep over Georgia. Now, Georgia was ranked top 10 in college baseball coming in here last weekend, and they left, dropped a few spots in the rankings, and Vanderbilt picked up a few spots. I think they edged into that top 10. Their record is 30-10. Their SEC record is 11-7. And just like our last opponent, Western Kentucky, they are experiencing a very good home season, 22-3 here at Hawkins Field.
Well, we managed to take a Western Kentucky team that had won, 25 in a row at home, and handed them their first defeat. Things go right, we could do the same.
Raiders come in with a record of 18-22. They are 4-11 in Conference USA. Vanderbilt has taken the field, so I'm anticipating the national anthem coming up next. We will take a 2-minute break, 2 minutes, and then be back with first pitch. You're listening to Middle Tennessee Baseball from Van Wagner.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
From the Blue Raider Network in Van Wagner College, it's time for Middle Tennessee State University baseball. Today's game is brought to you in part by Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Tim Page, and Chip Walters. State Farm Insurance and agent Deb Insel. Pepsi and your local Pepsi bottler. The Tennessee Highway Safety Office. And by Middle Tennessee State University. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Blue Raider baseball.
And welcome back in from Nashville, Tennessee. Hawkins Field, the Raiders and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Set Vanderbilt defensively for you. They will have Mac Rose behind the plate, Johnston at third, Bastine at short, Mancini at second, Riley Nelson at first, Rigdon in left, Humphrey in center, Holcomb in right, and on the mound will be a freshman right-hander, Austin Nye.
Austin Nye making his 10th appearance, all starts. As Dick said, he is has worked into that midweek starter role. He's thrown 30 2/3 innings, given up only 6 runs, 5 of them earned, 21 hits, 13 walks, 40 strikeouts. He's got a 1.47 ERA, a 1-0 record, and opponents are hitting 196 against this freshman.
Well, he has been outstanding. Nye is from Roseville, California, 6'2", 205. Of course, a first-year player being a freshman, and his last start was against Western Kentucky when he went 5 in the third innings and struck out 9. Was not around at the end because Vandy won it in extra innings. Here's Eston Snyder to lead off for the Raiders. Be Snyder, Badalak, and Von Dolan. First 3 hitters in the lineup to face the freshman Austin Nye. And the first pitch of the game is outside, ball 1. We're underway at what time, John?
6:02.
Just as I thought. 1 ball, no strikes, the count to Snyder. Pitch comes in and catches the outside corner, 1-1.
So far, we're seeing fastballs in the lower 90s.
Yeah, that one at 91. The pitch. Swung on, lined foul. That was a bullet down the left field line, but hit hard off the retaining wall and shot out into left field.
There are not many fields that have as little foul territory as this ballpark here at Vanderbilt.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and Snyder hits it deep to left field. That ball is tagged near the left field wall. It's into the bleachers.
Wow.
That is a leadoff home run for Eston Snyder, and he caught that fastball at, actually it was 83, so it was took a little off, probably a slider.
A slider or
hit it into the bleachers in left field.
Wow. And you know what, that was a no-doubter. You knew off the bat that was going to go.
For Eston, home run number 4 on the season. And the batter will be Clay Badalak. Takes the pitch high for ball 1. So the Raiders with an early lead, 1-0, as they go long ball.
Well, that's the first home run that Nye has given up this season.
Swing and a miss, and the count will go 1-1. Funny thing about that, John, each of the Western Kentucky starters in that series in Bowling Green, none of those starters had given up a home run this year, and the Raiders touched all 3 of them for a home run.
Well, the Raiders know how to put some offense on the field.
Badalak hits it high in the air to right field, not deep enough on this one, and it'll be taken by the right fielder Holcomb. Pretty good swing by Clay.
It sure was. Got just under it. You know, Dick, we're not the only Blue Raiders playing here today in Nashville.
Now batting the designated hitter
number 3. Softball team here?
They are. They're across town at, it's not even that far from here, over at TSU. And they're in the top of the 6th inning with no score in that ball game.
Von Dolan takes a pitch outside for ball 1. 1 out here in the first inning. Raiders leading 1-0. Ball 2 is outside, 2-0. I'm sure they were cautioned to pitch carefully to Von Dolan.
Probably not as careful as they should have been with Eston Snyder, I guess.
2 balls, no strikes. Check swing, and it's outside, ball 3.
That was his first home run in a long, long time.
3 balls, no strikes. David Bailey is the home plate umpire. We have 4 umpires in this game. Von Dolan swings and fouls it into the screen. 3-1. He had the green light on the 3-0 pitch. Tyler Minnick waiting to hit next. 3 balls and a strike to Von Dolan. And the right-hander delivers. That one caught the corner. Full count, 3-2.
Snyder's 4th home run brings him up to his 2024 total. His career high was in 2023. He had 5 that year.
3-2 pitch fouled out of play.
Threw in the fastball.
A lot of construction going on around the ballpark here and elsewhere. So we had to kind of take an alternate route to find our parking lot.
Yes.
3-2 pitch coming to Von Dolan. He hits it to right field, but that'll be caught by Holcomb. Moving back, he almost misjudged that ball, John.
That's right. It was a line drive, and it kind of moved on him.
Now batting the catcher, number
So after the home run by Snyder, 2 fly balls to right, and the batter is Tyler Minnick. The Raider catcher hitting .305. Minnick with 5 home runs. And the pitch to Minnick, off-speed pitch in for a strike.
I think I don't know whether he was disagreeing or just telling the umpire, I sure hope you'll give that pitch to my pitchers.
Check swing, and that is ball 1-1-1. Vandy in their home white uniforms, gold numerals, and black caps with a gold B. The pitch swung on, hit to right center field. That's going to drop for a hit. It'll be fielded on one hop by Holcomb, and the Raiders have their second hit in the inning off Austin Nye. And with 2 outs, the batter will be Keaton Ray. Raiders in the blue tops, gray pants, and the blue caps tonight. 2 outs, a runner at first.
They've got the shortstop pulled.
That ball's hit to right field. That was hit deep. Holcomb going back near the wall, warning track, and will make it just to the left of the 375 side. So the Raiders taking the ball to right field in the first inning, with the exception of Snyder, who homered to left field. In the inning, 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 left. We will go to the bottom of the first inning. Middle Tennessee 1, Vanderbilt coming to bat. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net. Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call, and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
The Raiders on the board first in this game, leading 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the first inning. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification as you listen to Blue Raider Baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports, WGNS. Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Tyler Minnick behind the plate. Battle Act. Wolf on the left side. Oh, I'm sorry. That's, it is Battle Act. And Clapp and Miller on the right side. And in the outfield, Keaton Ray, Snyder, and Brett Rogers. And on the mound is the right-hander, Bryant Baranek.
Bryant Baranek making his 12th appearance, his 3rd start. He's thrown 19 in the 3rd innings, given up 25 runs, 22 earned on 30 hits. 11 walks, 14 strikeouts, a 10.24 ERA, 2-2 record with 1 save. Last appearance was a week ago here in Nashville at Belmont. Was that outside? I guess so. Last appearance, he got the start at Belmont, went 3 innings, no runs on 3 hits, a walk and 2 strikeouts. He ended up with the win in that game.
We'd take another outing like that today.
I think so.
Count goes to 1-1 on Riley Nelson, their first baseman. He's leading off. .373 average. He's the leading hitter on this team.
I think, again, we can promise you a bullpen game.
Next pitch from Baranek is high for ball 2, 2-1.
But we won't be able to tell you who's coming in until they actually come in, because neither Dick nor I can actually see a bullpen.
No, well hidden. Down the right side, past the Blue Raider dugout, which is on the first base side. And I'll tell you a little bit of a description of the ballpark here in just a minute, but this is not your standard ballpark. Pitch is outside ball 4. That's a leadoff walk to Nelson. We saw too many of those over the weekend, John.
You're right about that.
It's 310 down the left field line with a tall green wall, kind of like the Green Monster, which abuts Memorial Gym. And then we drop down to about a 10-foot wall, 8 or 10-foot wall all the way around to the right field foul pole, which is 325. And as John mentioned earlier, hardly any foul ground down the left and right field foul lines. First pitch to Brody Johnston is in for a strike, 0-1. It's 400 to straightaway center here, 375 to left center, right center. That's where Eston Snyder hit that home run over the 375 mark in left field. The pitch is, did that hit him?
I think
foul. Or was it foul ball? I thought I heard it hit the bat.
I think so. Well, they're sending the runner to it. Umpire looking at his hand.
So that'll be a hit by pitch.
Well, the home plate umpire is looking. He brought the third base umpire in. They want to look at the kid's hand, because I'm with you. Well, they're going to send him to first, so that becomes a hit batter.
So runners will be at first and second with no outs. And the batter will be Rustin Rigdon, the left fielder.
Now batting the left fielder, number 19, Rustin Rigdon.
They've got cheerleaders, Dick. Look at that.
Top of the Vandy dugout.
Well, on top of the middle dugout as well.
Oh, have they got blue and white on?
No, they are. They've got black and gold pom-poms, though.
Oh, okay. First and second, no outs. There's a bunt, and they're going to let it roll foul.
Yeah.
So we also ought to mention, I think I mentioned this in our pregame interview, but this is an all-turf field. Even the mound is turf. Big batter's eye and straightaway center behind the fence at the 400-foot side, and bleachers in left field and right field. Actually have two sections of bleachers in right field. And we've got folks out there in the sun. One strike to Rigdon. Baranek with the pitch outside. Not bunting this time, 1-1.
You know, something else you mentioned in the pregame show was Brett Rogers had an uncle that pitched for Middle. Raiders actually beat Vanderbilt at home in 1994. So his uncle was part of a team that beat Vandy.
And Brett said he was on an NCAA regional team.
Yeah.
That would have been Coach Stanford, I believe.
Nope, in 1994 was.
Would that be Pete? Coach Pete?
Coach Pete came in, took over in 19.
Pitch is in for a strike. 2-2 to Rigdon.
1988.
Okay. And the pitch. Line foul out of play to the left. Hit up high, bounce back on top of the Vanderbilt dugout. So the count remains 2-2. Rigdon, a left-handed bat, actually a switch hitter, batting left-handed against the right-hander Baranek. And the pitch. Missed outside, ball 3. So full count to Rigdon. Runners at first and second, no outs. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Ground ball to third. Badalek tags the bag for one and throws too high to first. The runner is safe. We did get the lead runner at third. Badalek's throw was high and pulled Miller off the bag. So that's no error on that. Be first and second. Rigdon reaches on the fielder's choice. First and second, one out, and the batter is Braden Holcomb, the right fielder.
He is a big guy.
He certainly is. 6'5", 240. Pitch is in the turf. Good stop by Minnick. Ball one. Holcomb hitting .282, and you might expect with his size he would have more than 4 home runs, but that's what they tell us.
Jerry Myers wants to talk with Bryant Baranek.
Bright sunshine, 76 degrees. Sky's partly cloudy. Some of the darker clouds we had earlier have cleared out. And a very light breeze, John, out of the northeast at 4 miles an hour should not be a factor in this game.
No.
It'll be the first game we've seen in a while where the wind has not been a factor.
Boy, isn't that the truth? We had a couple of series at home that and some weekend games. Well, that last week at Belmont, wind was a factor, and of course all 3 of those games up at Western over the weekend.
So ball one to count to Holcomb. Runners first and second. Holcomb takes it inside, ball 2, 2-0. This weekend's opponent, New Mexico State, is playing at New Mexico tonight. That's a big rivalry.
Oh, wow.
Braddock misses inside again, ball 3. Trying to come into this big left-handed hitter. Oh, right-handed hitter, rather, against the right-handed pitcher. And the pitch. That one caught the corner, 3-1. Worked him outside.
Through the fastball.
Holcomb hitting .282 with 4 homers.
Was that one of those some people call a get me over fastball?
Ground ball to first. Miller's got it, touches the bag, no other play. That'll be the second out in the inning. So that is out number 2. Johnson advances to third and Rigdon to second. So with 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, the batter is Colin Barzy, designated hitter. Barzy hitting .264. I think he is pretty much their starting catcher most of the time. He's in the DH spot for this game. The pitch is low for ball 1.
Update from across town. The Lady Raiders have plated 2 in the top of the 7th. Still batting in the top of the 7th.
Pitch swung on, ground ball to short. Should be out of the inning. Wolf across, and that is all in the first inning. Barzy grounds out, short to first. So the first 2 men get on, but Baranek pitches out of trouble. No runs, no hits, and 2 men left. We have completed 1 full inning. Middle Tennessee 1, Vanderbilt nothing. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Ben Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Grannis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Grannis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Grannis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
We go to the second inning. Raiders leading 1-0. A leadoff home run by the first batter in the game, Eston Snyder, has the Raiders on top. Brad Baranek did a good job getting out of that jam in the first inning, John, because the first two batters reached base.
Well, he walked one, and he was in danger of walking Johnson. Brody Johnston hit him instead. And you're saying, oh, my gosh, we've seen this picture before, and worked through it.
Here's Matt Wolf to lead off the Raiders' second inning. Raiders shortstop bats from the right side. Nye with the pitch. Bit high, ball one. Transfer from Vanderbilt, so he was very familiar with the surroundings here. And the pitch. Low end of the turf, ball two. 2 balls and no strikes to Wolf.
It wouldn't surprise me if one of the reasons he's at middle is Jonathan Vastine, the senior shortstop for the Commodores.
Swing and a foul back into the screen, 2-1.
Yeah, you get stuck behind somebody. Who knows?
Outfield about straight away, shaded a bit to the right side. Strike two called. 2-2 to Wolf. Freshman Austin Nye with the 2-2 pitch. And check swing down low, ball 3.
So it's gone full.
Wolf showing a good eye at the plate. So the count goes 3-2. Wolf leading off the second. Takes high and inside, and the Raiders have the leadoff man on here in the second. That's the first walk given up by Nye. And the batter will be Brett Rogers.
Well, they've gone to the bottom of the 7th over at TSU with the Lady Raiders on top 2-0.
Rogers bats from the left side. Runner at first, no outs. Shows bunt, takes it for a strike. Nice first 2 or 3 pitches were in the 90s, but he's thrown a lot of off speed and breaking stuff since then. There's a swing and a foul out of play, and it's 0-2.
89 on that fastball.
Well, Snyder and Badalak, the first 2 batters, showed that they could hit a fastball, so
they did.
Maybe that changed the game plan a little bit.
He threw a lot of fastballs and had a lot of balls hit hard. Even the outs were hit hard.
Throw to first, and Wolf is back over there. Well, you know, he's got to be on a first-name basis with a lot of these guys. That he was here all last year, redshirted. The 0-2 is hit in the hole. That's a base hit to left field. Wolf will have to stop. No, he's going for 3. And he will slide in there safe and overslid the bag.
They want to Coach Kevin Nichols he wants to see that one again.
He appeared to overslide the bag. And I thought he took a chance going over there, John, but he got there before the ball did.
Well, what he saw was that nobody was, as he came around second base, there was nobody covering the bag.
And when Wolf took off for third, then Rogers took off for second. So he will be at second without a doubt.
All right, so he initially made contact with his right hand as he came across the bag. He changed to his left hand, and I think what the umpire might have thought was they got the tag while he was making that change. It looked to me like he didn't get the tag in, though.
Coach Nichols was very adamant about calling for a replay. I haven't seen him that animated in a while.
Well, I think that the umpire was not in front of the play. The umpire was behind the play. There you go. There's a good. See, he's in contact. He reaches back. He's safe. See, right there. We're watching this, and I think Coach Nichols is right.
I think this game is on the SEC network tonight too, and so if you guys are watching it at home and hopefully listening to us, but I'm sure they have a very, very good view of it.
Well, it looked like he slid in right contact, and then as he slid past the bag, he changed hands, and there was a tag, but I don't think they got the tag on.
So we're waiting for the verdict.
Yeah, I think the third base umpire was not in the right position to make that call.
Now, how, John, when you have 4 umpires working the game, how can you have a play where one of them is not in position to make the call?
Here they come back. Safe. I was right.
So that will be a single for Brett Rogers.
Yeah, the play was the umpire was blocked out of the tag, and the replay got that one right.
So the Raiders have runners at second and third with no outs.
Well, that's something that didn't happen to us a lot over the weekend.
Hit number 3 for the Raiders, and Hayden Miller will be the batter. Swings and misses at the first offering from Nye.
That was a changeup at 81. That or a slider.
Second and third, no outs, the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2.
That off-speed pitch again had Miller way out in front.
Cooper Clapp waiting to hit next. And Nye with the pitch. Outside for a ball. Tried to get him to offer on that. 1-2. Got some Blue Raider fans way down on the right side, John, behind our dugout. See a lot of blue down there.
Way down.
Ground ball to first. Runner is going to score from third, and it's 2-0. Miller drives in a run with a ground out to first base.
Worked the same as the sacrifice, just ends up costing him an at-bat.
Now batting the second baseman, number 4, Cooper Clapp.
So for Hayden Miller, his 20th RBI of the season, and the Raiders lead 2-0 as Rogers moved over to third where he could score on a fly ball or a ground ball. Pitch is high to Clapp for ball 1.
Second baseman playing, 10 feet into right field?
Yep. Cooper takes it inside, ball 2, 2-0.
He wouldn't walk him, would he?
Brett Rogers, the runner at third with 1 out. Raiders leading 2-0. We're in the top of the second. Swinging a foul straight back. Count holds at 2 strikes.
That was the fastball. 94 miles an hour.
Or is it 2-1, John?
2-1 is the count.
2-1. I'm sorry. Now it's 2-2.
Freeman, something off speed, way off speed. After the 94-mile-an-hour fastball, comes back with a changeup at 80.
Little hitting room on the right side.
If he can get it to the second baseman, they're conceding the run.
And he hit it to the pitcher. Now they've got the runner hung up, but they didn't try. Freshman, he had Rogers almost halfway down the line.
Yeah, they
probably would have gotten him had he gone over there, but decided to take the sure out.
Now batting the center fielder, number 9, Easton Snyder.
So that is out number 2. And here's Eston Snyder. Led off the game with a home run.
Just a single would be pretty welcome here.
Nye with the pitch. Fouled out of play, strike 1. Pitch is high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Snyder. Top half of inning number 2 in Nashville. Raiders leading the Commodores 2-0. Nye with the pitch. Swung on, a smash. Knocked down with the third baseman. Throws long to first and got him. Just got him by a step. And that was an outstanding play over there by Johnston. Took a hit away from Snyder and took a run away from the Blue Raiders.
Thought that was going to get through.
Play will go third to first for the third out in the second inning. But in the inning, 1 run, 1 hit, and a runner left. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Middle Tennessee 2, Vanderbilt nothing. You're on the Blue Raider Network. From Ben Wagner.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
We go to the bottom of the second inning. Raiders leading by a score of 2-0.
Well, we've already scored more runs in 2 innings than we did a year ago when we were here.
I think that final score was 14-1, if I recall.
And our previous visit was in 2022. We only scored 2 runs in that game in a 7-2 loss.
Vanderbilt will have best team, the shortstop, to lead off here in the second. Left-handed hitter. Skies one to left field. Keaton Ray moving over. He's got the range. Pulls it down for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out in the second inning. The batter will be the catcher, Mac Rose. Rose is a Texan. Left-handed batter. Shows bunt. Takes it down the middle for a strike.
I think that was just to see what kind of reaction he would get out of Badalak, the third baseman.
In high school, he was a pitcher and a catcher. Two-hopper. Cooper Clapp has it over to first. And that is out number 2 in the second inning. 2 up, 2 down. The batter is Jacob Humphrey, the center fielder. He'll bat from the right side. 307 average for Humphrey. One of only two seniors in their starting lineup. Pitches outside, pops away from Minnick. Ball one. This is a young Vanderbilt team, as the Raiders are a young Middle Tennessee team with two seniors in the starting lineup. That pitch went over his head all the way to the backstop.
Oh, wow.
2-0.
That was hit the bull type pitch in there.
2 outs, base is empty. We're in the second inning. And Baranik's pitch outside, ball 3-0.
Well, after a couple of good batters, he's having trouble. There we go. There's a strike. That's
3-1.
That was his get me over fastball. And needs to get his concentration back.
Humphrey stands in, and the pitch misses inside for ball 4. Second walk given up by Baranik. He has also hit a batter. And with 2 outs, the number 9 hitter is Mike Mancini. He is the second baseman. 264, bats from the left side. Throw over to first, not in time. Mancini from the state of New York, Endwell, New York. There's a strike. Good fastball from Baranik. There at 89. 0-1. Another throw to first. Tim Corbin coaching at third. It's one of the few head coaches that we've seen who likes to get out and direct traffic at third base.
Oh, he also still hits fungos.
Pitch is out of play, foul ball, and it's 0-2.
In pregame outfield, infield work. That's old school.
Tim Corbin in his 23rd year as head coach at Vanderbilt. Won 2 national championships in 2014 and again in 2019. Has been to 18 consecutive NCAA tournaments. 4 times he's been to the World Series finals in Omaha. Throw to first, runner back.
He, in those 23 years, he's certainly made Vanderbilt a national power, something that they really never were before that. They were competitive starting in the mid-'70s or early '70s, I guess, when
this ball hit foul. That's going to be out of play.
I think the real turnaround for that program is when they hired Larry Schmittou.
Kind of got it rolling, didn't he?
About 19, I guess it was 69 they hired Schmittou. Before that, they were, well, I tell you what, the original Hawkins Field was nothing like what it is now. I guarantee you that.
2-strike pitch as the runner goes, and it's fouled out of play. So they started the runner with an 0-2 count on Mancini. Humphrey will return to first base.
I can remember when Hawkins Field was kind of had a backstop and was kind of an afterthought, and they had about 3 sets of wood bleachers back behind that that backstop and a metal scoreboard.
Fly ball, left center field. That might be trouble. Nope. Snyder's going to run it down. I forgot who was playing center field.
That was Keaton Ray.
Oh, was it Keaton?
Yeah.
Well, one of the two got it.
That's right.
So give that catch to Keaton Ray for out number 3. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We have completed 2 full innings. Middle Tennessee 2, Vanderbilt nothing. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Has got an update from the D&J scoreboard.
I do indeed. Over not too far from here at TSU, the Lady Raiders a 2-0 winner over the. Are they the Tiger Bells? No, that was just the old track team, wasn't it?
The Tigers.
The Tigers.
Pure Chip on his sports report this afternoon. Our men's golf team is tied for second, 3-way tie for second in the Conference USA Championships, and which will resume tomorrow and conclude on Thursday. Clay Bandalack will lead off for the Raiders here in inning number 3, takes a call strike. And our men's golf team won yet another conference championship in the our men's, our men's tennis team won yet another championship. There's a fly ball to left field. That'll be hauled in out there by Rigdon for out number 1. 1 out in the 3rd.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 18, Brett Von Dolan.
So congratulations to Coach Borndame and the Blue Raider men's tennis team for another trophy for that trophy case. Swing and a miss by Von Dolan, strike 1.
Throw him a changeup.
So they'll be headed to the NCAA, John. Swung on, fouled, out of play. 2 strikes to count to Von Dolan. Ooh, we got that sun reflecting off the building across the street. Is that that's hospital, isn't it, John?
I don't know what that is because it wasn't there the last time we were here.
Oh, it wasn't?
I don't think so.
Ground ball to 3rd. Long throw across the infield in time. That's 2 up and 2 down in the 3rd inning.
I was thinking that we used to have a clear shot to the hospital because we could see the helicopters landing.
Well, I guess that's what I thought I was looking at, but you're right. We can't see the helicopter pad anymore. 2 outs in the 3rd. Here's Tyler Minnick.
That's that same kind of sun that I was getting last week at Belmont.
Yep. Pitch swung on, skied into shallow right field. Second baseman's going to move over. Mancini makes the grab, and that's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Austin Nye and the Commodores. 3 up and 3 down. Nothing across for the Raiders in the 3rd. So we will go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Middle Tennessee 2, Vanderbilt nothing. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the MTSU Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Reese Smith Jr. Field. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member service. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit www.mtemc.com to learn more. And that scoreboard, light it up, Blue Raiders.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
And we move to the bottom of the third inning. Will be the top of the batting order for the Commodores. Nelson, Johnston, and Rigdon to face Bryant Baranek, who in 2 innings has allowed 2 walks and has hit a batter, but no hits or runs. Minnick's throw goes down to second. Riley Nelson will stand in. He drew a walk in the first inning.
Baranek 34 pitches through the first 2 innings, so he's in pretty good shape.
Well, you know, he pitched 3 scoreless at Belmont last week. We said we'd take that, didn't we? Didn't we say
sure
that?
Did. And since it was everybody knew on the front end it was going to be a bullpen game, he ends up with the win because we jumped out early in that game.
Pitches a strike, caught the inside corner. 0-1 to Nelson. Commodores leading hitter at 373. 5 home runs. Big guy to be batting leadoff. Big left-handed hitting first baseman. This pitch is low, 1-1.
Well, he's even been known to steal a base or 2. 6 for 6 in stolen bases.
And the pitch. Caught the corner, strike 2, 1-2. Vanderbilt is not really a power team this year. They are more of a pitching, defense, and running team. They've stolen 75 bases this season as a team. Ball hit into center field, rather shallow. Snyder moving over into left center. He'll make the grab for out number 1. Vanderbilt's team batting average is .271. They've hit 38 home runs. The Raiders' team batting average is .288, and they have hit 47 home runs. But the big difference is in the pitching.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Johnston. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning, swings and fouls this one over into the Vanderbilt dugout. 1 strike. Brody Johnston, a freshman. Out of Ottawa. The pitch. Low, and it's 1-1. Played his high school ball at Boyd Buchanan in Chattanooga. That's a small single-A school, I think.
Isn't that where former Riverdale football coach Gary Rankin is now?
I think so. There's a foul over by the Blue Raider dugout. 1-2 to Johnston. After his high school career in summer ball, he was rated the #1 prospect in the entire state. There's ball 2, 2-2.
Well, he looks like a ball player, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Tall right-handed batter. Baranek steps off the rubber. And now Minnick asks for time.
Yeah, they were about to run out of time on the pitch clock. It was down to 4.
That saved him from going 3-2 on this batter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Everybody set. Johnston steps back in the box. And Baranik's pitch on the way is fouled out of play. I don't think I mentioned the other three umpires. David Bailey, the home plate umpire. Micah Holmet is at first base. David Mayberry at second. Chuck Pack at third. Outside. Full count, 3-2. One out, base is empty. We're in the third. And a 3-2 pitch on the way, and it's swung on. Skied out in shallow right field. Cooper Clapp, the second baseman, coming in, and he's got it. Just a high pop-up. Clapp just a few feet back in the outfield grass to make the catch, and that's out number 2.
He didn't have to move very far. He was playing into the, well, if it was grass, it would be into the outfield grass. But
a little sliver of sunshine out there. I think that they got his eyes a little bit.
Yeah.
2 outs. Pitches inside to Rigdon for ball 1.
Well, they have shadows affected by a football stadium, but instead of being in left field like ours, it's off to the right of us or left of us.
There's a ball well hit in the right center field. Rogers going back, leaps up at the wall, and that one's going to be gone. That is a solo home run for Rigdon. And he's another one of their highly thought of freshmen. So for Rigdon, only his second home run of the year. That ball was tagged into right center field. Around that 375 sign. That's the first hit in the first run off Bryant Baranik. And now it is a 2-1 ball game. Braden Holcomb, the right fielder, will stand in. Baranik's first pitch outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes as Baranik delivers. Check swing, ball 2 is called.
Just barely missed outside.
2-0. Base is empty. Ball 3 is outside. 3 balls, no strikes to Holcomb. Designated hitter is Barzy. He's waiting to hit next. There's a strike, 3-1. And Baranik's pitch swung on and missed. Strike 2. Had him a little out in front.
Yeah, which is kind of surprising. That was an 89-mile-an-hour fastball.
Full count, 3-2, and he struck him out swinging. Well, that's a good comeback for Baranik after allowing the home run.
Vanderbilt in the third, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, none.
1 run, 1 hit, nobody left. We've completed 3 at Hawkins Field, Middle Tennessee. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Vanderbilt, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. Raiders lead it 2-1 as we go to the 4th inning on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Tim Page with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Are you on the fence about selling your home? Feel overwhelmed at the thought of purchasing a new home? Well, it's time to get moving. For professional, personal real estate services, give me a call today and put me to work for you. 615-896-5656, or you can reach me at exitmurfreesboro.com. Let's go Blue, and I'll see you at the game.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Just about the top of the hour here as we go to the fourth inning. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification as you listen to Blue Raider Baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports, WGNS. Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Keaton Ray will lead off the fourth inning for the Raiders, who lead it 2-1. Ray, Wolf, and Rogers, 5, 6, 7 in the order. For Coach Jerry Myers here in the fourth inning. Austin Nye, the freshman right-hander, delivers a pitch low for ball one. Keaton Ray flat out very deep to right field, back out on the warning track in the first at bat.
9:45 pitches through the first 3 innings.
Swing and a miss. 1-1. And the right-hander delivers. Strike caught the inside corner. That had to be a slider.
Now they're doing a shift. The third baseman is the second baseman is coming over and playing.
Popped up into center field. Ball hit a little farther than it first appeared. Center fielder over there, Humphrey, over in left center, makes the catch for out number one.
Just trying to figure out that defensive arrangement, and I'm not sure I ever did get quite what that last switch was about.
There was moving around.
There was a lot of moving around in the infield.
Here's Matt Wolf. He walked and scored in the second inning.
I think that was the shortstop that stayed. He had been playing on the.
There's a ball driven into left center field. That was well tagged. And that one is going to be at the base of the wall.
I think that bounced up, and that's going to be a ground rule double.
Did it go into the stands?
It went into the stands and bounced back.
Okay. So Wolf is at second with a double with one out.
Out into left center. One hopped the wall, bounced up, over, and back.
Fourth hit off Nye. And here's Brett Rogers. Single to left field in the second inning. Off-speed pitch in for a strike.
That was 71. I don't think we've seen him throw 71. His off-speed stuff has been mostly right around 80. So 71 must be his changeup.
That ball skied into shallow right field. Second baseman Mancini is back. He'll take it. And that is out number two. Runner in scoring position, but with two outs now, Hayden Miller will bat.
Now batting the first baseman, number 28, Hayden Miller.
He drove in the Raiders' second run with a ground out, which scored Matt Wolf from third base. That was back in the second inning. Nye checks the runner and delivers. Check swing. Did not go. Ball one. And the next pitch is low and inside to Miller for ball two, 2-0. Wolf leads off second. Swing and a miss. The count goes to 2-1 to Miller.
Pulled the string on him.
Sophomore Hayden Miller with 8 home runs. He is second on the team to Von Dolan in the home run department. And he drills it to left field for a base hit. Wolf rounding third. They're going to have a play at the plate, and he is safe. Raiders being aggressive on the base paths tonight and lead it now 3-1.
Got in under the tag.
So that is Hayden Miller's second RBI of the game.
I think they're going to do a review on that. I think you're right, though. I think he got in under the tag. If they lose this review, they've already lost. No, that was us that reviewed that first one, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they've got the double first base here, John.
And lots of TV cameras and all kinds of.
Bryant Baranek got his first strikeout of the game in the third inning. First Division Bank is a proud partner of MTSU Athletics, and they are the official strikeout partner this season. Don't strike out on your banking services. First Division Bank providing more power to your business. And in addition to that, Eston Snyder led off the game with an Old South Properties home run.
A no-doubter.
Old South is Tennessee's favorite home builder and official home builder of MTSU and our home run sponsor this year.
That was an Energy Star home run.
That was a quick review.
Yeah. Safe.
The runner is safe, and the Raiders
have
a 3-1 lead.
And that reduces the number of challenges available to the Commodores by 1.
Here's Cooper Clapp, hit back to the mound in the second inning. Left-handed hitter. It's got the average up to 194, so he's trying awfully hard to get it over that 200 mark.
That's got to be feel-good time for Matt Wolf. He's reached base twice now and scored both times.
Throw to first. Miller's back. Miller asked for time.
Well, you know, if it were a dirt field, I'd say he's trying to get the dirt out from under his belt or something. But what do you do? I don't know.
Trying to get the lint off his oven mitt.
Boy, and Tim Corbin out.
He's already made the call to the bullpen.
Yeah.
So Cooper Clapp does not get to bat against the right-hander.
I bet you he sees a lefty.
And we
don't know, though.
We don't know who's coming in, but we do know that we are going to take a break and tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. And we'll be back in just a minute to tell you who the new pitcher is for the Commodores. Raiders lead it here by a score of 3-1. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Granis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Granis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Granis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
New pitcher for the Commodores is a left-hander, Matthew Shorey, 6'2", 176, a freshman from right here in Nashville and prepped at Father Ryan High School.
Well, Matthew Shorey making his 13th appearance. He's thrown 10 2/3 innings, given up 7 runs, all earned on 7 hits, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts. Got a 5.91 ERA, a 2-0 record. Opponents hitting 184.
So he'll face Cooper Clapp with 2 outs and a runner at first.
Going for that lefty-lefty.
Raiders have 2 hits in the inning and have scored a run. Hayden Miller has driven in 2 of the 3 Blue Raider runs tonight. And he's the runner at first. Cooper Clapp, the batter. Takes the pitch outside for ball 1 from Shorey. Eston Snyder on deck. Throw to first. Runner back.
Second baseman is 10, 12 feet into the outfield in right field.
Strike called, and it's 1-1. There's a line drive and a base hit to left field. Nice piece of hitting by Cooper Clapp. Lined it right over the third baseman's head.
Didn't try to do too much, just went with the pitch. Raiders now have runners at first and second with 2 outs with Eston Snyder.
His third hit of the inning. And here's Snyder, who led off the game with a home run. Grounded to third in his next at bat.
Now that took a super play, though, to turn that into an out.
This is a fastball, strike at the knees, 0-1.
Shoy got that in at 91.
Yeah, he was robbed of a hit in his second at bat.
Yep.
You're right. Must have been low. Ball 1, 1-1.
Lights on here at Hawkins Field.
Inside, ball 2. Where else do we go that has lights like this? That are all
Alabama had lights like this.
That's what I was thinking of. Pointed down.
Yeah.
So they're not in your eyes, but they do illuminate the field very well. Ball hit in the left center field. Center fielder Humphrey coming on. He'll make a running catch on his way to the dugout. That'll do it for the Raiders in the 4th. But Raiders come up with 1 run on 3 hits. 2 men left on base. And we will go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Middle Tennessee 3 and Vanderbilt 1. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Ben Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best zero sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Bryant Baranek out for his fourth inning of work. Takes a 3-1 lead into the bottom of the fourth inning. Elsewhere in Conference USA tonight, Western Kentucky is hosting Evansville. Dallas Baptist is at Oklahoma State. Kennesaw State is playing at Charlotte. Jacksonville State is at home to UAB. We mentioned New Mexico State at New Mexico. Liberty is at Wake Forest, and Sam Houston is at Texas A&M.
That's some tough competition.
Colin Barzee will lead it off in the fourth for the Commodores. Takes a strike. 0-1.
Barzee, 1 foot out of the box until just now.
Hits this one in the air to left field.
Center field.
Or is it center?
There's Eston Snyder for the catch. Yep.
One out.
Now batting the shortstop, number 13, Jonathan Bastine.
Baranek out of Spring Hill, Tennessee, and Columbia Academy in his third year as a Blue Raider. Delivers a strike. Jonathan Bastine flied to left in the second inning. Bastine, a left-handed hitter. Missed inside, 1-1. Raiders have scored single runs in the first, second, and fourth innings. There's a swing and a miss, strike two, 1-2. Vanderbilt's run came on a solo home run in the third. So the Raiders leading 3-1. Pitch misses outside, 2-2. Rannick's pitch must have been a bit inside.
Yeah.
3-2.
Gone full now.
Full count to Bastine. And ball four is outside. He checked his swing. And that will be the third walk given up by Baranek.
Now batting the catcher, number 16, Matt Rose.
Here's Rose, grounded to second in his first at bat. That was back in the second inning. Wouldn't mind seeing another one of those.
Yeah, let's turn two. Get out of this inning.
Throw over to first, and the runner is back. Rose, a left-handed hitter, takes a strike from Baranek, 0-1. A lot of building going on around here, as we saw in Bowling Green last weekend, John.
Well,
and, of course, on our campus, there's a lot of building going on. Swung on, pop fly down the left side.
Out.
And
wow,
Baranek out there, he will... What happened to that ball? I lost sight of it.
Well, it got into the screen.
Okay.
I think he caught it, but I think it got the... No, he caught that. That's an out. Foul ball. Baranek stayed with it. It stayed out of the screen. So foul to the third baseman.
Yeah, I thought I saw him come out with the ball.
He did.
So 2 outs, and the batter is Humphrey.
Now this is the man you need to get.
Center fielder takes first pitch. Bit low for ball 1. Jacob Humphrey, one of only 2 seniors in their starting lineup. Pitch to the plate, low for a ball.
Throw him that slider.
Major League Baseball rosters are peppered with former Vanderbilt players.
Yep.
Including your St. Louis Cardinals.
That's indeed our ace.
Sonny Gray.
Yeah.
2 balls, no strikes, the count. And the pitch, a little tap foul, had him out in front of that pitch. And
well, we have seen some players on our visits. Sonny Gray, of course. Mike Yastrzemski. Dansby Swanson.
2-1 the count. Pitch to the plate, ground ball to short. Matt Wolf has it. Long throw to first in time. That is out number 3. So that is all in the 4th. No runs, no hits, and 1 left. We have completed 4 full innings. Middle Tennessee 3, Vanderbilt 1. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, we know life comes at you fast, but with the right insurance, you'll always be covered. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, your local State Farm agent, Trevor Haggard, former MTSU baseball player, is here to help you protect what matters most. Give him a call at 615-203-5522 and find the right plan for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm and Trevor Haggard are here to help. 615-203-5522.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
We go to the 5th inning. Vanderbilt will have a new pitcher coming in, so Shorey goes only a third of an inning. Gives up a hit and gets an out. And it will be Ethan McElwain coming in. He is 6'4", 238, a sophomore from Thompson Station, and went to Nolensville High School.
Big left-hander, making his 10th appearance. He's started 5, 4th appearance in relief. He's thrown 18 in the 3rd innings, given up 21 runs, 19 of them earned on 22 hits. 23 walks, 31 strikeouts. He's got a 9.33 ERA, 1-2 record with no saves. Opponent's hitting .306 against Michael Wayne. And I'm looking at his extra base hits. 12 hits, 12 of them have been for extra bases.
We've got those dark clouds that we had earlier moving back in over on your side, John.
I see them off to the way out. That would be what in the south, to the southwest of us.
And it's getting close to dusk in Nashville.
Still 74 degrees, though.
Clay Badalak will lead it off against this left-hander, McElwain.
Very pleasant night at the ballpark.
And the big lefty's pitch is a fastball right in there at 94. Top of that screen blocks out the
you got
the radar gun on the for me on the scoreboard.
Well, if you sink down in your seat, you can you can pick it up.
There's strike two called. 2 strikes to Badalak. And the lefty's pitch swung on, fouled off to the left.
He was just trying to spoil a pitch.
Clay was a guest on Chip Walter's Spring Sports Show from the Boulevard the other day, along with Coach Myers. Here's the 0-2 pitch, low and outside, ball 1.
Well, if you had to name a comeback player on this team, Clay Badalak is it.
Yeah, he would be it. You're correct. And the 1-2 pitch, strike 3
Got
called.
him on the slider.
Outside corner.
Just barely got the corner.
John, I have that as the first strikeout for Vanderbilt pitchers tonight.
You are absolutely correct.
And the Raiders have had only 1 strikeout. So this has been a game of putting the ball in play. Strike called to Von Dolan, 0-1.
That was his slider again.
Von Dolan hitting .317, 15 home runs, leads the team. Swing and a miss or foul tip.
Came back with the same pitch. That had sink to it, though, that the one before did not.
2 strikes the count to Von Dolan. And the lefty's pitch swung on, grounded foul. Hit the screen above the Vanderbilt dugout and dropped right down into the midst of them. 0-2. Swinging a foul out of play, and the count holds at a ball and 2 strikes.
That screen that you were talking about goes all the way to the end of the stands on each side.
Yeah, they want their fans to be protected here. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So he's come in and picked up back-to-back strikeouts when the first 2 pitchers were unable to strike out anybody. 2 up, 2 down in the 5th. Here's Minnick. Singled in the first, popped out in the 3rd. 1 for 2.
Well, after throwing Von Dolan's sliders, he came back and got him with the fastball.
That pitch low for ball 1.
That fastball was that he threw to Von Dolan, 95. Came back and threw Minnick a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
2 outs in the 5th. Strike caught the inside corner, 1-1.
After throwing that 94-mile-an-hour fastball, he came back with a 81-mile-an-hour slider on the inside corner.
1 ball, 1 strike. Missed outside ball 2, 2-1.
That was the fastball away. Is that a pattern, you think? He throws the fastball away and the slider in? See if that holds up.
There's a swing and a foul down the left field line. Left fielder over there gives chase, but he runs out of room very quickly. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Minnick. And McIlvain with the pitch inside. That clipped him, didn't it? Or did it? Guess not. Thought maybe it caught him down low on the leg somewhere. That will make it a 3-2 count. And there's ball 4 inside. So Minnick, after getting behind in the count, works McIlvain for a walk.
And that was the pattern. He was throwing the fastball away and the slider in, and ends up missing with that slider in for ball 4.
Second walk given up by Vanderbilt pitchers tonight, and Keaton Ray will be the batter. He's hit a couple of fairly deep fly balls. Takes a strike. 0-1.
Got that lefty-lefty matchup. Comes an airplane flying right over us.
Inside for a ball, 1-1. I have not seen him.
Right up, just above us.
Not seen him, but I would bet money that Keaton's dad is in the stand somewhere here.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that airplane.
Check swing, 1-2.
Keaton's dad told you he'd rather be here watching Keaton play than back on the field coaching, didn't he?
Yep. That's a nice stop by the catcher,
Oh,
Rose. Yeah. The ball was in the turf outside, and he just slapped it out in front of him into the infield.
That gets through. Minnick probably goes to second base.
So it's 2-2 now to Ray. Left-hander comes set, and the pitch. Strike 3 call. Good fastball. Caught him looking. So McIlvain strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, 1 left. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. And we're halfway home in Nashville. Middle Tennessee 3, Vanderbilt 1. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net. Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
What can you say?
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Vanderbilt will have the number 9 hitter and then the top of the batting order to face Bryant Baranek, who is out for his 5th inning of work. And
it's probably his longest outing in a long, long time.
Yeah, I don't have the figures in front of me, but I'm sure it's his longest outing of the season.
Certainly of this season, up to 67 pitches.
Which is not that bad for
not for four innings. No, You know, ideally through 4, you'd want to be at 60.
Here's Mike Mancini, the second baseman, flied to left field in the 2nd inning. Left-handed batter. There are 5 left-handed hitters in the Vanderbilt lineup in this game. Mancini shows bunt, takes a strike. 0-1. Ground ball, base hit through the hole into right field. So Vandy has the leadoff man on here in the 5th.
Well, they had their leadoff hitter on to start this ball game. That was on a walk.
It's only the 2nd hit off Baranek. Yeah. The batter is Riley Nelson. Walked in the 1st inning, fly to center field. In the 3rd.
Here comes Coach Myers. My guess is...
Well, as John said, we cannot see the bullpen, so we have no clue as to what's been going on down there.
He made Coach Myers made a trip. I think he just called for a left-hander. Yeah.
So we're going to have a pitching change, and we'll tell you about who's coming in for the Raiders. When we come back, we'll pause for a 1-minute break on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Grannis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Grannis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Grannis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
New pitchers, Cole Torbett pitched in 2 of the games in Bowling Green. In fact, pitched an inning in the final game of the series and gave up 3 runs. But he will come on here for Bryant Baranek, who gave us his best outing of the season tonight.
Without a doubt. So Cole Torbett making his 13th appearance, 10 of them in relief. He's thrown 22 2/3 innings, given up 21 runs, 13 earned on 23 hits, 12 walks, 18 strikeouts, 5.16 ERA, an 0-3 record, and opponents hitting .253 against Cole.
All right, this is Riley Nelson. Big left-hand hitting first baseman. Walked in the first, flied out to center field in the third. Leadoff man on for Vanderbilt here in the 5th. No outs. Torbett comes set. And the pitch. Misses for ball 1.
One of the things I've noticed about these Vanderbilt batters, Dick, they are trying their hardest to slow the Raider pitchers down. Pitch count clock is 6 now, and he wasn't even ready.
Pitch is outside, ball 2.
He wasn't even in the box until 12. And once again, pitch before, Torbett was down to 1. That time he was down to 1. Watch what they're doing.
2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. That one's right in there, 2-1.
Yeah. And again, the pitch clock was at 1. Torbett's ready to go. It's at 17. Now he steps into the box. He's ready to hit at 10.
And Torbett's pitch is on the way. That's a strike call, 2-2. Well, if the batter is going to lollygag and not get in the batter's box, he needs to bear some responsibility.
Well, they're not there. He's ready to go. Its count is 9.
2-2 the count. Outside, ball 3. Full count, 3-2.
Yeah. Torbett's ready to go. Hitter is not. Now the hitter's ready to go.
Torbett with a 3-2 pitch. Runner goes, and the pitch is fouled out of play. So they sent Mancini. He's got 8 stolen bases this season. I think that was more of a hit and run than a straight steal. They shouldn't start that pitch clock until the batter gets in the box.
That's what I would say.
Throw to first, runner back.
And the batter is he's not even in the box right now, and it's already down to 13.
Another 3-2 pitch coming. Popped up. That's going to be out of play. Foul. It's going to go back into the. Where'd it go? Back into the football stadium?
Back behind us. I don't know, someplace up. Who knows?
Football stadium's right behind us. The gymnasium's to our left.
Are they making good use of their space here in this block?
I would say.
It is all crammed in.
Another 3-2 pitch coming. And the runner going, and this one's popped up. May be playable. Badalak over by the Vandy dugout has got it. That's out number 1. So Nelson fouls out for the first out here in the 5th. The batter is Brody Johnston.
Now batting the
third baseman.
Brody Johnston.
He has been hit by a pitch and is popped out. Torbett comes set. Runner leads at first. It draws a throw. Back in there. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Minnick's throw is not in time. It'll be a stolen base for Mancini, his 9th of the year.
Something wrong with Minnick. He's down.
Did he hurt himself on that throw?
I don't know. Trainer's out, though.
It was not a bad throw. It was just a tad late. Coach Myers talking with him. Oh, the bat hit him? Okay. The bat hit him, John.
All right.
On that swing and miss.
Yep.
It must have been Marcel Ozuna up there. Did you ever get hit by a swing and a miss with a bat?
I sure did. Ended up shattering 2 fingers.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think they got a clue when.
I think they sent the runner back.
Yeah, they.
Coach Myers is talking with the home plate umpire.
I hope he's talking to him about making these guys get in the
batter's box.
Yeah, I think he's trying to make a case for batter's interference. I don't blame him. Yeah.
So the count's going to be 1 strike to Johnston.
You know, those numbers on their backs aren't easy to read once it gets dark.
Runner at first base. Mancini had to come back. The long look, not going this time, and the pitch is outside, 1-1.
They're worse than Skippy Schumacher. He used to drive me crazy watching him when he was a Cardinal. every pitch, between every pitch, he had to readjust his batting gloves.
Pitch is that one.
I thought it hit him, didn't it?
I did too. It must have skipped up there off the turf and just missed him. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, we had been moving along, and all of a sudden this ball game is slowed to a crawl.
Go to first, runner back. Raiders leading 3-1. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning at Hawkins Field in Nashville. Runner goes, and the pitch is pop foul out of play back behind us. Count will level off at 2-2 to Johnston. Cole Torbett throws to first, runner back. He's tried to run, twice during this at-bat.
Yeah.
He actually had second base stolen, but they made him go back. Another throw to first, almost caught him leaning there. He's back. Two balls, 2 strikes. There's 1 out here in the 5th with a runner at first. Torbett in relief of Bryant Baranek. And swing and a miss, struck him out. That is out number 2. It's a first division strikeout for Cole Torbett.
That is just the second Raider strikeout of this ball game.
Rustin Rigdon, the left fielder, had a solo home run to right center off Baranek. That was the only run Baranek gave up. Runner goes, the throw to second, comes in there on 1 hop and not in time.
Well, he finally stole that base that he thought he had stolen earlier.
So down to second, Mancini.
I'd already written the stolen base in. I had to erase it, so I just wrote it back over what I'd already written.
I didn't erase mine, John. I just
You knew he was going to
try. I figured he would be going again. 1 strike to count to Rigdon.
He balked. Is that what he called? Oh, it was a pitch clock violation.
Yeah.
You know.
So that will make it 1-1.
Well, that is a Vandy-induced pitch count violation. They are just.
Torbett's pitch, low and inside, ball 2. 2-1.
At least the batter didn't get out of the batter's box. He's still there. He is up on the plate. Look how far, how close to the front line of the box or the sideline.
Ground ball to second. Clapp up with it. Over to first. And that's going to do it here in the 5th inning. So Torbett comes in, sets down 3 after the leadoff single by Mancini. And in the inning, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We've completed 5 full innings at Hawkins Field. It's Middle Tennessee 3, Vanderbilt 1. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.